up, all you beautiful people? So today we are going to be doing a video on von Stroheim, or Rudolf von Stroheim. And this is the very first video to start the Battle Tendency hype train. 2 weeks I will be doing a review over JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Battle Tendency Part 2. Anyways, guys, hope you guys like this video, and let's get rolling with that footage.
俺の体はガスケルマン民族の最高指導の結晶であり誇りであるつまり全ての人間を超えたのだそして若者だドイツの科学は世界一
Battle Tendency evokes quite a few different emotions, each character being a root for one. For Joseph, it is joy. For Caesar, it is sadness. And there's many others to name. But there is one we will talk about, who is the face of pride in Part 2. Rudolf von Stroheim. In today's video, it will be broken up into 3 parts, breaking him down as a character, and why he is a prolific and controversial character, and why he is the best character in Battle Tendency Part 2. Now, obviously, this will be heavily opinionated. Now, who is von Stroheim? Rudolf von Stroheim is a character who was introduced in Chapter 52 of the manga and Episode 11 of the anime. He is a Nazi major who has dedicated his research to the Pillar Man, Santana, by which almost killed him, but was equipped with German cyborg technology and promoted to colonel. Later in the story, he helps the Speedwagon Foundation create a ultraviolet blast machine. But when it fails, he helps Joseph escape and pin cars onto a Nazi aircraft on course to an active volcano. After the events of Part 2, he is killed during the Battle of Stalingrad. But now we know the face of pride. Why is he so prolific and controversial? I do believe he is surrounded by it because of perspective. See, perspective is a facet of one's experiences and one's opinions. See, whereas most Americans and the media they surround themselves with, they make Nazi characters evil or make them mad scientists or doctors. But America and Japan have different morals and how they see the outside world. For instance, in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, Japan sees Americans as capitalism and pride-loving Americans, which is something that we see in Senator Armstrong. But there is a huge outrage with the zombies, or the characteristics of the zombies in Resident Evil 5, by which they were African American tribal-like people, and some people thought that it was racist to shoot African American zombies, even though they were on an African continent. Now, whether it is right or wrong isn't the point, but the story of Americans with a certain set of morals reviewing a Japanese game with Japanese morals. Now, if we were to apply that to Stroheim, it all makes sense. Also, Araki just made a normal German trope of being a mad scientist and a mad doctor and applied it to the time of Battle Tendency, which took place in 1939. Unfortunately, you can't really make a German bad guy, especially within that time frame, without making him a Nazi. Also, a quick YouTube search would teach a lot that Nazis were actually thrust into these roles, with unfortunately being brainwashed by fascist propaganda. By which is something that we actually have been seeing recently. By which is something that we've seen during the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. But this video isn't made to rationalize a very real-life series of events that led to many deaths, but to show that even at one's core, everyone is good, but at times misled. And that's something that is carried over into a very fake character in a very fake situation like Battle Tendency. But now that we understand why he was so controversial and why he was so prolific, why is he such a good character? A lot of it has to do with his character growth and the personality of Stroheim. For he lays the foundations of the circumstances and perspectives can affect the way that a person acts and presents themselves, which is a constant underlying theme within JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. For he was a man who had personal goals, who wanted to pursue science and that were also somewhat connected to a higher power, which unfortunately was the war. But he was willing to show his true side, the goodness of him, when understanding the true mission. Even willing to sacrifice himself to save what would be the enemy. But even though he is presented as a Nazi in the anime, he shows respect to Smokey, a black anime character. But what he does do, though, he stays true to his pride until the end, which is something that helps fans connect to characters like Stroheim and like Vegeta. So now that we know that, maybe, just maybe, if you were disagreeing with me on why Stroheim is such an awesome character, maybe this will help you a little bit, and maybe it won't. But anyways, guys, I'm going to roll that same clip to transition over to the ending. Roll that clip.
俺の体はガスゲルマン民族の最高指導の結晶であり誇りであるつまり全ての人間を超えたのだ
Anyways, guys, hope you guys liked this video. So just a couple things before I leave. First is that on May 1st, I am going to be sending out a unedited version. Well, it will be an unedited video, which will be kind of a breakdown of what's going to come in the month of May. So make sure that if you guys are really liking, Wednesday uploads or Friday uploads, make sure to jump into that, because this will really help to see, what I'm going to be doing and whether you guys should view my videos or not for the next month, which is something that I really want to apply from now on. But anyways, guys, hope you guys liked this video. This was a really hard one to make, because unfortunately it's really easy to lean towards biases. So I do hope that I don't ruffle any feathers, and also that I'm not trying to make it seem like that, oh, Stroheim, or the Nazis were actual, like, or, they did nothing. Um, I'm, but I do hope that you guys might be armed with a better understanding of those things and other contexts as well. But anyways, guys, hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Uh, and I would just like to say, I've been seeing more and more views come in. Thank you all very much for the support. But yeah, so, and for the people in the back who don't know why I say these things at the end of the video, I'm not being paid by YouTube. But what this will help is to put me onto the algorithm, which means that more people are being shown my videos, which means that people who might be struggling with not being able to find a good manga, or not being able to find a good comic book, or want to learn a new comic book, or want to learn about a new game, or whether they should buy a new game, they all can do that by just watching my videos. So anyways, guys, hope you guys like this video, and I will talk to you all later. Deuces.